Hello, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Episode number 11. Happy Saturday. I hope you're all well and chilling out on your weekend. The only thing better than chilling out on your weekend doing nothing is having a Road to Glory episode to watch at the same time with your lunch. Let me know in the comments section what you're eating for your lunch whilst you're watching this video. I'm curious. So as we start today's episode, you guys are going to be so kind as to hit me with a thumbs up button. That is the aim for this video, is to get 7,000 likes. I know you can do it. Smash that support. And of course, subscribe to the channel. If you're new around here, click the notification bell. It means you'll never miss a video and you can become part of the Noti gang. So in today's episode, we are going to start by a little adjustment to this squad right here. Like I kind of mentioned at the end of the last episode, wasn't sure on whether or not to keep or sell Frenkie De Jong. I decided after a little bit of thought that coins are currently king. So I got 72,500 coins. Well, that's what I listed him for. Anyway, I think he does sell for that price. And I've already seen him down at 65k since then. So even if he is the natural progression for this team that I try and get him, I think I would be best to try and pick someone like him up during like a really popular time, if maybe some promo packs come out or something like that, where maybe his price might drop a little bit, or buy him on like a rewards day and stuff. So yeah, I'm glad we took the coins from now, and I'm glad to see him dropping a little bit in price. But for now, I think Marcos Llorente will be a slightly more adequate player to have in the squad who's worth less. And this one's tradable as well. I kept the first owner one, so I've applied a new chemistry style to him. I figured it's kind of always useful to have first owner players in your club, isn't it? Because like last year when we got icon swap stuff, it all revolved around first owner players, so I figured it was kind of useful to have him. Saying that, maybe that was a good point to possibly keep in Frenkie, but we'll see if that is a mistake or not going forwards. But I decided to take the coins from now, and we're back up to about 100,000. So the team is I made some adjustments to the squad to get it to like an 85 overall rating. Don't worry, this is not something I'm trying to use online, but in the assist mastery and the finishing mastery, if you can get 500 assists and 500 goals with a squad rating of 85 plus against any opponent, beginner squad battles, you can earn yourself a 100k pack for each of them. So you can come away with two 100k packs. Now, on beginner squad battles, you can typically win 45-0 against beginner. And that's what I've done. And I haven't managed to get the packs for you in this episode. I only managed to play like 3 games of that before I got a little bit more busy. But I have got like 120 of them done. And I think every day now for the next few days, I'm just going to play a couple of those matches. It takes around 10 or 15 squad battles matches, depending on how many goals you can score against them per game, to get those 500 done. And because Ones to Watch is here now, I didn't want to get that done before Ones to Watch came out. I want the chance to maybe pack one of those bad boys as well. So yeah, we'll get our 100k packs in hopefully sometime in the next week, and I'll open them for you on video as well. Obviously, we are sitting pretty with 95,000 coins after Frenkie sold. I've also still got my 8 Sergi Roberto's on my transfer list, who I noticed because of the Calvert-Lewin SBC coming out, he's gone from 2.5k to 3.5k. So if anything, we can at least make 1k profit per card. It would only be 8k profit, but we're going to hold on a little bit longer and see whether or not we can make any more with, potential other SBCs in the next week or two. We'll probably hold him for a couple of weeks and see what happens. Because I want to sell him for like 9 or 10k, or at least like 7k or something. So I just need the right challenge to come out where people are buying a player like that. And it's always just a fairly safe bet. It's just going to take some time. So marquee matchups is here, and the only like fairly difficult one to do was like the first one, which is like the cheapest one, I think, but it required a minimum of 7 silver players, and I've got lots of bronze players from doing bronze pack method. I've got lots of gold players from rewards and other packs and stuff. However, silver players is something I don't have a whole bunch of. So that was a little bit of a struggle, but we were able to get it done in the end. I just about had the players from the right leagues to get a little bit of chemistry together and stuff. If you guys are doing Road to Glories also, you'll probably be in a pretty similar boat to me with regards to having silver players there. But, you know, we got it done in the end, so it's okay. And then this is the final squad. Other than that, it was a pretty simple marquee matchups. I luckily had everything I needed in my club. So even with tradable rewards instead of untradeable rewards, I had enough players in my club. So tradable rewards yesterday in our video was definitely the right choice because it made me 100k. And we still had enough to complete marquee matchups and other SBCs, which is lovely. There's 2 kit SBCs right now. You won't catch me doing them. And not unless the kit is like absolutely sublime. You won't catch me doing a kit SBC. Unless you're getting something else for your money or it requires a bronze squad. I just don't see the point. I'll use one of the many other tradable kits on this game and just put up with it. So, because silvers are going up for marquee matchups, getting some silver packs from marquee matchups is not actually a bad shout. So I stick all of these in the club for now, but later on I did go and check my club, went through each of my silvers and tried to see which ones sold for like over 700 coins or something, and then take the money for them. Some of them were 1.4k, some of them were 750 coins, you know, but it's worth selling some of those, especially if you're not planning on using them. You know, like a player like this right here, I might keep simply because he's a Bundesliga, so a German first league striker, 74 rare. That might come in handy like a couple months down the line if we get like a Bundesliga league SBC, or there might be something else in the meantime that pushes his price up because he himself was like 950 coins. Yeah, I could take that money now, but if there's a random Switzerland centre-back who's selling for 1.2k, that's the player I want to sell because he's not in like a main league and he's still worth a bit more than normal discard price. So we get a little Kolarov in this pack. Like, that's an 82 left-back from Inter who at some point in time will be expensive. There'll just be an SBC which requires something like that and he will go up, so I'll keep him until then. We get no walkout, no boards in the next pack, which is unfortunate. The idea here is to try and get as many good packs as possible. We want our rewards to be good so that we can get some nice expensive players in there. We get Tielemans in there, which is at least like 1.5k or something, so I will sell him on. Other than that, just going to keep the rest of the stuff in the club, I think. And then a small rare gold players pack. So this is half of a full-on 50k pack. And we don't get a walkout. We are going to get boards, though. We're going to get ourselves Dutch centre-back. So it's not going to be centre-mid from Barcelona. We're not going to get another Frenkie. Unfortunately, we're not even going to get a Delict, which I was hoping for when I saw centre-back. We're going to get De Vrij, who is 84, plays for Inter, and is worth about 4k, maybe a little bit more now with the Calvert-Lewin SBC requiring an 83 and an 84 rated squad. If that's the case, I need to check his price because I've just stuffed him back in the club. If he's gone up, I could potentially sell him on. So, transfer list, you can see we're way over the 100k mark by 5k now. And I've sold some of the silvers, a couple of the gold duplicates that I had that I just put to the transfer list. And there's a whole bunch still selling there as well. I think, well, I can tell you actually, I'm sat at 110k as of this moment. So the next episode that I'm recording now, yeah, we've only managed to sell another 5k's worth. So a few of those silvers have gone, and then maybe I stuck a couple back in the club if they just weren't selling. But still, you know, with the team that we've got, and we've got 110k, that's brilliant. You know, we are primed and ready. The club's fairly full in terms of bronze players and gold players as well. So any SBCs that come our way, I think we can kind of handle it. Like if I wanted to do the Calvert-Lewin SBC, I could. He's about 50, 60k. At the moment, I'm going to hold off on doing that because I think we've currently got better. He's not quite the same level of SBC as what we got last year and stuff. We got the Vardy and the Pukki SBCs early on, and like they were super cheap for a good starter player, whereas now, like, there's so many coins at the start of the game. For 60k to do an SBC for Calvert-Lewin, you could go and buy a Gabriel Jesus, or you could buy like 2 Rodrigos. So it's almost like maybe spend your money elsewhere, unless, of course, you really want him in your squad. And go for it. Enjoy him. So for the next part of this video, we are going to head on into Rivals. I wanted to play 3 Rivals games for this video to start getting our weekly score up so that we can, earn fairly decent rewards next Thursday. We're in Division 3. And the Division 3 rewards are not as good as the Division 4 ones. I don't know which rank I want to finish in, but yeah, it might be a case of it'll probably just be rank 2 or 3 again. But if rank 2 isn't anything special, then we might have a chill week on Rivals and not have to play that much. It all depends on, like, I guess if there's cool objectives and stuff to do, which you guys will know a little bit more about by the time you're watching this. If there's that, then we can grind that out and we'll end up getting rank 2 or rank 1, perhaps. So 1-0 up at half-time, kind of bossing this game. It's feeling quite good. I'm not putting the chances away. I've scored 1 goal after having 6 shots. I probably need to be a little more clinical than that. Second half rolls around. I was really just struggling. I think this guy had a fairly low depth, which worries me a bit that maybe depth is going to be an issue again. Like, I'm getting caught on the counter-attack a lot because I have 5 depth. So I'm telling my players to get further up the pitch. It seems that this game is a lot about counter-attacks, and if you have that lower depth, you're going to get countered less easily. And once the defenders all sort of stack up, if you build up slowly and the defence and the midfield are already back defending, then it's so difficult to get through them. Whereas if you are quick on the attack, lob that ball over and get on the run with those fast players, then you're going to get behind their defence better. So I need to learn on work on my transition a little bit more to make sure that I actually can score goals. That would be good, wouldn't it? So we do come away with a 1-0 victory. So slightly boring, but 15 shots for 1 goal. I need to work on that. Next game, solid team, sort of La Liga squad that would have cost a fair amount just because some of the players that are in there. Ousmane Dembele gets past the defender here, knocks it in to Rodrigo, who can score at the near post. So 12 minutes in here, we've managed to get a nice little goal. We're 1-0 up. We're loving life. We knock the ball into Rodrigo, out wide to Adama. And that right there is why Adama is... he's good, but he's not great. Okay, so he's got that... The issue with him is that his end product is just so diabolical. I end up getting scored on by Morales, I think it was. So he's had 1 shot on target and scored his. I've had 5 shots on goal and only managed to score the 1. So, I mean, this guy was actually really good at possession and pass accuracy and stuff. I knew that it was a tough game, but I was 1-0 up, so I felt like maybe I would... come out victorious. But we weren't able to stick anything in the back of the net. And then Morales gets through again. I can't quite catch him with my very fast centre-backs. So that's an issue. And again, I think that might be me being on slightly too high a depth. Going to knock that bar down to like 4 and see if it makes a difference. But as you can see here, like even Adama's got a 2-star weak foot, so I need to get back on his strong foot. Gets AI blocked again. There seems to be a lot of AI blocking going on. Maybe even more so than last year. What do you guys think about that? Am I right? Am I wrong? I'm curious to see what you think. But if there's a lot of players in the box, you're going to struggle to get that shot through without a defender getting his leg in the way and blocking it and moving it away. So... yeah, we end up losing that game, but that's totally fine. I've figured out that I'm kind of at my skill level right now, which is about the high 1500, high 1500s of skill rating into the 1600s, mid-Division 3 really, which I'm actually quite proud about because I'm a very average FIFA player. So we're going to lose some, win some, but ideally I kind of want to be in Division 4 next week. So once I get my games done... it would be ideal for me to be in Division 4. So we'll see how many games I win and lose this week. But Div 4 rewards are just better. Why would you want to be any higher up if the rewards get worse? It makes no sense to me. So we go into our 3rd and final game of the episode. And we come up against someone whose squad is called like First Owner. And he had some really nice cards in there. So if that's the case and you've already managed to get players like Frenkie and Depay, then GG's to you, my dude. However, it says First Owner. It didn't necessarily say whether or not he was a FIFA point spender or not. But we score a nice goal with Rodrigo. And I quite like that. Did you see that? Like, if the ball rolls out of the goal after they've scored it, as they run past to celebrate, they'll boot it into the back of the net again. I actually think that looks kind of cool. And then Rodrigo just sweats it across to Bale there, who I thought was going to miss on his 3-star weak foot, but obviously he just sticks it into the back of the net. So we're 2-0 up and cruising in this one. Bale out to Rodrigo, back to Bale, just a couple of minutes after we've scored the last goal, and we go ahead and score another one. This partnership up top is obviously really quite nice. I've been loving it. Bale doesn't feel like absolutely rapid compared to like Rodrigo, and he has been getting caught up by defenders a little bit, but his end product, he's like the opposite of Adama. Adama's really quick and can't shoot or pass, and then Bale can pass and shoot, but he's quick, not absolutely rapid. So yeah, they're maybe they would complement each other well as a striking duo. Who knows? But yeah, Rodrigo gets the goal here. I think we get very lucky with that fourth goal. It sort of ends up just falling to me in front of the 6-yard box. So we take it, we move on. But Dembele knocks it out wide to Rodrigo, and I chip the goalkeeper. The lob shots are quite useful this year. They're a lot more accurate than they were the year before, I think. So yeah, if you see a goalkeeper start running out, don't be afraid to try the chip shot. Try and learn them. Try and learn your trajectories and stuff, because if you can chip the goalie, it's the easiest way to score. Is that you're not trying to go through someone, you're literally going over them, and there's no way to stop that unless they can reach their hand up and grab it. But if you get the trajectory right, it's going to go over them no matter what. So Adama knocks this one into Bale, and I actually do an LB cross, which is something that used to happen a couple of FIFAs ago. It doesn't really happen now, but headers are slightly back this year, and we are able to score a header goal with Ousmane Dembele. So there are so many different ways you can score this year. It's crazy. So I end up winning 6-2. Really happy with that game, and that was such a good game to end like my little session on, because obviously I felt great about coming away scoring 6 goals and getting a nice win. Another 125 points. We're over 3/4 of the way to unlocking the weekend league now, so we will most definitely be in that next weekend, and I'm back over the 1600 skill rating as well. Probably going to end up losing my next match, because when I get over 1600 I come up against someone that's better than me, and we're nearly at rank 2 after just playing 3 games, so that should be fairly easy to keep up in rank 3 or rank 2 or something for this week. We'll be all right. We unlocked goal SFX or goal pyrotechnics. That was what it was. Goal pyrotechnics. So we can add the... I'm going to go with the cyan sparklers, which are going to light up and be bright once the ball goes in the back of the net. So that's kind of cool. We're on our way to tier number 2 for the stadium. But I've played a little bit less games than quite a lot of you guys out there who may have already be there. But like 8 or 10 more wins or something, and I'll have unlocked the next tier of stadiums and all that comes with it. So that's going to wrap things up for today's episode, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to have to start ignoring my goal-to-game ratios for like Bale and Rodrigo and stuff, because obviously I've been doing that stuff on, behind the scenes, which is going into the beginner squad battles with my 85 plus rated team to try and get those 500 goals for the 100k packs. So I may have screwed their bios and records, but it doesn't really matter, right? If we come away with 100k packs at the end of it, then I don't care that Bale's got 250 goals in 40 games. It just doesn't matter to me. We'll do a little bit more, keen reporting when the weekend league comes, and I'll manage their stats and bios a bit better in my Excel spreadsheet and stuff, so you guys know who's doing what for the team. But yeah, like I said, that's the end of the episode. Hit me with a thumbs up. 7,000 likes is your target. And I greatly appreciate all of the support lately. It means the world to me. It's very overwhelming. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I thank you for that. And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The links are down below, everyone. Take it easy, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you tomorrow with another episode. Peace.